Hello everybody, and I want to welcome everyone to this sake episode of the Booze Geek. My name is Charles. I am your host. And before I get started, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if you like the episode, hit that like button too. Give us a big thumbs up. And I'm going to thank y'all in advance. But on this sake episode, we are tasting and reviewing a sake from the Chiyonosono Brewery, and they are located in the Kumamoto Prefecture of Japan, and they were founded in 1896. So, no sense in waiting. I'm grabbing the bottle. So, while I grab the bottle, the strain of rice that they use to brew this sake, the strain of rice is called Shinriki. And Shinriki in Japanese translates into English, sacred power. So this sake is aptly named their Sacred Power Sake. The sacred power, baby, from the Shinriki strain of rice. Shinriki, sacred power. Boom, boom, back and forth. But anyways, so this sake, this is a Junmai Ginjo grade sake. And this sake clocks in at 15.9% ABV, so which is that's relatively on the high side for a sake. But yeah, so without further ado, let's unscrew the top on this one and let's get the party started. From the cool green bottle, here we go. Boom, boom, no point waiting. Unscrew, oh, wrong way, here we go. No, there we go, okay, now it's unscrewed. All right, let me grab a little glass here. We'll get a nice little pour for the sake. It should do it. Set that down. Let's get a look at that color. Ooh, nice color on that. It is definitely a pale straw yellow. And we have some legs on here, but they're not, they don't look too thick. So I don't think it's going to be a very viscous sake. But we're going to find out because you know, we're going to start this fun. Here we go. Let's give this a nose and let's see what aromas we got on the bouquet. Here we go. Oh, we got some fresh cut green grass. We got some slight tropical notes. Maybe a little hint of pineapple coming through as well. There's also some slight almond coming through, which is interesting. Yeah, one more little nose here. And maybe just a tad, very tad hint of wood smoke. But one more swirl, and let's give this a sippity sip. And yeah, let's raise that glass. Here we go. KANPAI! That's a little more potent than I thought it was going to be. Another little sip here. Well, first and foremost, it's a medium-bodied sake, but it's on the lower end of a medium body. I mean, yeah, it's slightly oily, but I'd say just a tad higher than light-bodied. But that's a lower needle medium-bodied. But one more sip, and let's get going on those flavors. Well, that green grass is coming through. I mean, first and foremost, that's green grass. And right underneath that, we are getting some of those tropical notes. And let's see here. There definitely is a nuttiness coming through. Well, I wouldn't specifically say it's an almond kind of flavor, but it's definitely a nuttiness. And there's a hint of that wood smoke, and very low on the end, there is just a hint, a tad of a briny kind of saline-esque. I mean, very low. It's very subtle, but it's there. I wouldn't even say it's rounding it out. It's just way at the bottom, and it hits you on the back of the throat. Now, when I took the first sip, I did say this is potent. At the 15.9%, yeah, you're tasting a little bit. There is a slightly alcoholic, boozy aftertaste. Not much, but it's definitely there. So I'm going to take one more little sip, and let's give this a rating. This sake is, once again, this is a little unique tasting sake here. So what would I give this? I like the nose, and I like that little almond aroma that's coming off there. And even with the tropical notes is really nice. But I think overall, I'm only going to give this sake a 6.5 on the meter. I think it's a good sake. I just think the balance is a little bit off on the palate. I like that brininess underneath. I think that's okay. I'm not too keen. I shouldn't say I'm not too keen, but I wish some of those tropical notes would come up a little bit, because I think the fresh cut grass, the green grass, is kind of overshadowing everything, and it's a little wow in your face. And also for a sake, I'm not digging the slight boozy aftertaste, so I think maybe the ABV could be brought down a little bit. But overall, I think it's a nice sake. I think it's headed in the right direction. I think it's got some interesting, unique aromas and flavors. So I think overall it's still pretty good, and everyone should go out and buy a bottle. But with that, I'm going to wrap this up, and I want to thank everyone for tuning in to this episode. Woo. And as always, you can follow me at the websites, which are www.pubshavapinted.com, or at the blog, which is www.pubshavapinted.blogspot.com. And with that, I'm going to raise my little glass here, and we're going to say, as we usually do, cheers, KANPAI, PROST, and enjoy!